It's the 19th of March. I got hair like a bear today. Just got up. Jobs for today. Well, I told you I'd been growing some chilies at home, and here they are. My mum gave me these, or my dad gave me these for my birthday back in January. So they've been growing at home. I've got some smaller ones down here. Whoops, falling over. Which I've got to pot on. So I'm going to put those into there, and then go into the little greenhouse. I've also got some broad beans which Nick on the allotment over there, Nick and Pat, gave to me, so they're going to go in. Let's see how the greenhouse is doing. Nothing yet, but it's good to see that this has retained the moisture. I don't need to water these. So we've got the catnip, and we've got, what else we've got in here? The anise and the cauliflower. I think they're doing all right so far. It's dry in there, hasn't fallen over. The other job, obviously, I said last time I'm going to put in another row of potatoes, so they're going to go in next to this lot. Nice spring things happening. The primroses are coming up. So this was a mass of bindweed and other weeds, so I covered it up for the winter with this black plastic. And it seems to have done the world of good. So the bluebells are coming up through here, and the primroses are doing well. So a few weeds, a bit of ivy to come out, a couple of nettles, but that's so much better than it was last year. It's going to be a really good display. I'm not sure what to do with this black plastic yet. It's just keeping the weeds down. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in there yet. Everything else is looking pretty fine. So a bit of repotting and a bit of trench digging. So you got pretty good roots on those. Just going to split them up. Look at that. That's pretty good. And then make a hole, and in the pot they'll go. And there's the others all potted up, so they can go in the greenhouse. Getting lots of sun at the top. There we go. Right, brilliant. Next job. And there's the next row of potatoes in, next to the allotment. I've got tiny small ones left over, and I don't want to throw them away. And I've got this, oh hello blackbird. So I've got this space down here, which I dug out last year, just put some soil over there. So, you know, I may as well just make the most of them and stick them in here. I mean, they're very small, so they might not produce lots of potatoes, but at least I'll have something in here. Well, that's a good job. Next. I don't know if I want to tackle that. That root's been sitting there for 3 weeks, that tree stump. I think I'll attack some of that, and we'll see how we go, and then we'll have a break. This tree's a real energy sapper, so I've had to use the axe to get some of these bigger roots out. You can see the spoil heap is getting bigger, and the pit itself, well, it's below my knees. So I think it's probably going to be a couple more weeks to get that out. And obviously getting out trees means a bit of a loss for birds and just, you know, the general well-being in the garden. But I've got some replacements, which I've been growing for a year or two in pots. I've got, I think that's is that a field maple coming through? I'm not sure, but these are definitely oak trees, which I collected as acorns from a run to the university a couple years ago. So those, I think that's about 1 or 2 years old. They're not, don't look much, and I think that might be an ash tree. I don't know. So I'm going to put these behind the shed, because it's not going to be very productive for me in terms of vegetables, but I think it will be good for them. So let's clear this out and plant some trees. Well, that's my field maple, which I've had for a couple of years. It came as almost a bare stick, as a set of hedging. You could buy 10 sticks in a bundle, and you'd have beech and hazel and things like that. And that's been going for a couple of years, and I think he's ready to plant out, so that's looking good. The University of Bath oaks are looking very small. They're like sticks. At the bottom of these pits I put some bone meal, so hopefully they'll have a feed as they go. I've dug a bigger pit than I need because there's lots of roots around here. I just wanted to give them a fighting chance. And then there's this one at the top. So we've got a tree nursery. I've also mulched the raspberries earlier and the goji bush. That's looking pretty good. Put some ericaceous on those. This would be our little arboretum around the back of the shed. So I've cleared all the ivy and things off that. They'll get enough sun here. It'll be a bit like woodland, so it'll be a bit shady. Just give you a sense of place. There's the shed. They're up behind there, and that's the rest of the plot down there. Hi, well that's a good morning's work. I think it's time for me to go and get some lunch. So thank you for watching. Thanks for your comments and your likes. I love to hear from you. I'm going to reply to some after I had some food.